We've got 4 budget backpacking tents that we bought from Amazon set up in my brother's backyard here. First, we've got the Kelty Late Start. Next, we've got the Featherstone UL Obsidian. Then we've got the Nature Hike Vic. And then last, we've got this little tiny Wintryal single person bivy tent. I'm gonna rank the tents 1 through 4. They're basically all the same price. So what we're gonna base the rankings on is quality, ease of setup, comfort, and weight. We have the Wintryal single person bivy coming in dead last for the simple fact that this thing is tiny, and that's just not how I want to go backpacking. Like literally laying in here, it's like a coffin. I will say if you're looking to do some stealth camping, this would be a good option. But for me, regular backpacking, this thing just isn't gonna cut it. The Wintryal bivy tent weighs in at 2 pounds, 9 ounces. It was also very simple to set up, just 2 poles on either end, and it only costs $95. But even so, we're still gonna put this one in 4th place. In 3rd place, we're gonna put the Featherstone UL Obsidian. I would much rather take this one than the little bivy tent, but overall, it just doesn't have the quality of the Kelty, and it doesn't have the weight savings of the Nature Hike. Some positives is that it does come with a footprint, which for a $105 tent, that's pretty impressive. So you could just set up the footprint and the Rainfly. It's got good room in here. You can sit up, which I always like to have in a tent. Plenty of room for the insulated pad, and it does have some gear storage on the one end. The quality is just, I don't know, it's just kind of floppy. It does have a really big opening here for the door. And then you also have a vestibule for the Rainfly so you can get your stuff out of the rain. But overall, we're gonna put the Featherstone at number 3. So for 2nd and 1st place, it was a toss-up. It was really hard to decide. Basically, it's gonna come down to quality. We're gonna put Nature Hike at number 2. 15D nylon, it just seems like it's gonna tear really easily. This is the lightest of all 4 tents. It's even lighter than that tiny bivy tent. This thing only weighs 2.3 pounds, which for a budget tent, that is about as light as you're gonna be able to get. And it still has plenty of size. You can sit up in here. So other than quality, the next major drawback for us is there's no separate Rainfly. It's all just one piece, single wall. You can't remove the Rainfly. So this tent was also very easy to set up. It's essentially one pole that all clicks together, and setup was a breeze. One of the cool hidden features of this tent is you've got a little gear stash over here. So there's a Rainfly vestibule on this side, and so you could stash your boots or whatever you need in the middle of the night and stick them out there and just be able to reach out and grab them. So that's a pretty cool feature of a very cheap tent. It was close, but we're gonna put the Nature Hike Vic in the 2nd spot. The Kelty Late Start, as you know by now, is gonna come in number 1 for us. It basically came down to the quality. It just feels like a nicer material. It was easy to set up, and I actually have personal experience with the 2-person version of this tent. I went through a massive storm down in Arizona, and this thing held up amazing. It stayed completely dry on the inside. Unfortunately, it's also the heaviest tent of the day at about 3.5 pounds, which is pretty heavy for a backpacking tent. Now, one of my favorite things about this tent is how easy it is to connect the Rainfly. Each corner has a buckle, and it's that easy to stick it on there. And then it also has one stake on the front and back, which I really like this front little area because then you get this vestibule where you can stick your boots and stuff. You've got plenty of room in here. It's a little bit wider than the Nature Hike, so you do have room to put out your boots or whatever, even though it is just a 1-person tent. Today, for our needs, we're gonna put this Kelty as the number 1 tent. You may have different needs and you may disagree with our rankings. If you do, let us know what order you think they should go in down in the comments. And let us know if you have a budget tent around $100 that you've gotten that you're happy with and that you think we should review. Links to all 4 tents will be in the description below. They are affiliate links, so we'll earn a small commission from each sale. So feel free to use the links to help support the channel. And the best part is it doesn't cost you any extra money. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.